So as you probably heard, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump yesterday during a rally. Reuters reporting that the suspect is Thomas Matthew Crooks and sharing this high school yearbook photo of the dude who's no longer alive, as he very promptly, very swiftly met his end after the failed assassination attempt. And this attempt failing has apparently upset a number of people, including VTubers on the internet. One such example can be seen right here. This person says that we were so close to being safe, laments that the attempt failed and says we were so close to being safe. And this is a very confusing tweet to me. What do you mean we were so close to being safe? You know, I don't talk about politics often, but when it has come up on occasion, I've mentioned that I view politicians on both sides to be highly corrupt and highly ineffective. And it's like, even if someone doesn't like Trump, they should still be able to acknowledge that there's been massive issues in this country politically way before Trump even ever considered running for office. So whenever I see someone like freaking out and trying to put all the blame for every bad thing in this country on Trump, then I can't help but laugh. And what makes it even funnier is that a lot of the people who make takes like that are actually obsessed with politics. Like, they make everything about politics 24/7. Then they turn around and show a massive ignorance when it comes to any knowledge about what's actually going on in politics. Icing on the cake, little bonus cherry on top if they also claim to be critical thinkers. You see that a lot. Like, dudes will sit there claiming to be critical thinkers, acting all superior to others, when in reality, they can't even think at a reasonable base level. Anyways, then I saw this tweet from Rev saying, "At least say it with your whole chest, you freaking loser," and showing this screenshot from a VTuber named Tricky Wee, who made a tweet that's since been deleted, and Tricky has apologized, but we'll get to that. The tweet said,
"Remember to always shoot your shot. Surely you won't frickin' miss."
Someone saying, "Not the time or place, Tricky," and Tricky responding saying,
"I don't give a frick. The unfollow button is right there."
But yeah, ultimately it seems like Tricky did care, or something, because ultimately Tricky did delete the tweet. Also responding to Rev, saying, "I didn't care about your reply to me per se, but I did delete it immediately after because it was in bad taste, and I educated myself about the whole situation. Impulse tweet after opening Twitter, it was absolutely a bad joke." Rev responds back saying, "Yeah, nice try at damage control. You don't care, yet you responded. You don't care, yet you tweeted that disgusting stuff. Get out." And Kirsch also responding, linking to a tweet that Kirsch had previously made, saying, "When people tell you who they are, believe them." Finally, Tricky taking to her own Twitter account to issue a further apology, essentially claiming to have made a stupid impulse joke tweet without knowing the full story of the situation, and saying that she's incredibly sorry and that it was a highly insensitive thing to joke about, and that she'd never actually advocate for anyone to get hurt. However, top comments are not so receptive to the apology. This one, for example, saying, "I think what did it worse was the responded tweet, as it came as most insensitive than any other person who was making similar jokes. It felt like it wasn't a joke anymore." And posting an image of the tweet we already went over, where Tricky responded to that person, saying that she doesn't care, and the unfollow button is right there. Another top response saying, "I believe you meant it towards Trump. I believe you were gleeful it happened and mad that they missed. I think you're sorry that you are now in trouble. If anything, you can use this as a life lesson, but as far as anything else, you might not recover." Most of the responses do seem to be critical towards her. However, here's one that's a bit more neutral, saying, "Honestly, I don't know how to feel yet about all of it. The joke was very bad considering what had happened. I never really known you for causing any concern or issues. All I can really say is just be more aware, considerate, and careful about the situation." Anyways, there's a few more examples out there of VTubers making tweets like this and then it backfiring and they deleting it or apologizing about it, stuff like that. But my throat's acting up again, man. I'm still not fully healed, so I'm going to try and wrap this up here. There's still like more stuff I want to hit today if I can. So I'll leave this video where it is. Hopefully you enjoyed this coverage. And thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you enjoyed this segment, consider liking and subscribing. Appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.